and I thought, as it's a bit of a review, we'd wear the old gloves. I think above 6,000 RPM at full throttle it just goes whee! It's as if it's having a lovely time. Who's that rapscallion on a motorbike? Rapscallion is a word that needs to be used more. Oh yes. So those grab handles, yeah, really solid. Really good craftsmanship. Really good. Actually, really easy to grab hold of, actually. Yeah, but they get in the way when you try and get your leg over. Bit like children. They are excellent cock blockers when you're trying to get it on with the missus. Anyway, I digress. Oh, quite high up. There we go. I have a heated seat. There's even a heated seat on the back, which is pretty cool. I like these little winglets on the sides. Sounds nice. It's a bit muted. Got good engine braking for a start. Has it got quick shifter? Yes, it has. Of course it has. So I've got the visor open and the air is just coming up over, hitting sort of the top of my visor aperture. Clutch is very light. It's not hydraulic, it's cable. Look. So I've got my visor up and my sun visor down, and that's actually quite pleasant. Might wait for the roads to dry out a little bit before I give it some. But these roads are country roads, which are quite muddy. Muddy. Oh, it's even got downshift blipper without any. You don't have to use the clutch at all. Maybe you do when you stop. Yes, I think that's probably the case. Oh, that's going to be fun at top revs, going deep. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to be doing that later. So there's wind on my shoulders because the visor is narrower than my shoulders, which the red line's at 9,500. How many gears? I'm assuming 6. Yeah, 6 gears. So I've got heated seat, grips. Oh yeah. No, stance is lovely. Knees aren't too bent. My toes, well, the balls of my feet are on the pegs, and my knees aren't uncomfortable at all. It's good. So changing down under throttle, it's a bit jerky, but it does do it. Oh, it's got auto headlights. Oh, okay, cool. All right. And it's got a flashy flash. Fog lights, cool. Fog tiger, Phil. Haha. Yes, absolutely. Yes, very good. My hands are quite wide, but I suppose that's for standing up in the old stirrups. But yeah, loads of traction. It's all good. Whoa, boing. Brakes are good. much sharper than I was expecting. Right. That's rather good, isn't it? Rather good. Screen, it's alright. Above the screen, actually, no difference between doing that or that. That was quite quick, wasn't it? Yes. And look, just changing down, you just tap the gear shifter. I don't have to do anything. That's ridiculous. Oh, that is easy riding, isn't it? La la la. It's not scary. So here we go. Let's try again. Full throttle. Oh, lovely. That's really just linear not feeling any bumps at all. No twitchiness. It's just, look at this. Oh, bit of wind buffet on the side of the helmet. That's about it. Got to remember to slow down for corners. I think it's the main issue because you're going faster than you think. Wow, smooth, very smooth. The engine's lovely. What an engine. Oh, there's a little bit there. Got to go very slowly for these corners. Now. I'm in road mode, so it's not... God, straight into the sun. Oh my goodness. It's quite nasty. Bump. Yeah, felt that. Okay. But not really. I mean, you felt it's there, but it certainly didn't do anything. Just went whee straight over it. Look at this. Whee. So, if I were just to pootle along at 60 on this beautiful country road towards my village. Look at this. What a gorgeous morning. Gorgeous morning. Breeze. We're getting better. Whee. It was 3 earlier. Why are you in the middle of the road? Crikey. Oh, cyclist, that's why. Ah, lovely. Right, so here we go. Got some pretty nasty bumps here. The Jag irons them out, but let's see how this goes. Doing, 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 doing. Yeah, I felt them, but it was a non-event. That was jolly good. Jolly good. Well done, Triumph. Well done. Just use the quick shifter all the time. It's lovely. The gear selector's very snicky. Very snickety. I like it. Dry roads, as you can see, but not completely clean. Bit of mud around, so there'll still be a bit of wet mud here and there. But this is just... So, 105 PS, 90 Newton meters of torque. Plenty, really. Similar, actually, to a Thruxton. Thinking about it. This is bits bumpy. Oh dear, yes, that's bumpy, and it did alright. Did it absolutely fine. Now, this is the Rally Pro, so it has Showa forks, whereas the GT and the GT Pro have Marzocchi forks. Now the Tiger 900 GT starts at £12,400. GT Pro is £14,100, and this Rally Pro is £14,800. Cool. Right, heated seat as well. Heated seat as well. That's got 2 modes. Heated grips have got 3 modes. So the GT, obviously it has forged aluminium wheels. This is the Pro, Rally Pro, so it's got the spokes, but it's tubeless tyres, so you can plug them. So the spokes don't actually go into the hub where the tyre inflates. The spokes go into the hub on the outside of the hub. See some pictures here. The seat is yeah, it's comfortable. It's a bit firm actually, but not too bad. The knees are tucked nicely behind the tank there for protection, and there are fins that bring that over the airflow apart around your legs anyway, so my legs aren't getting cold like they were on Merlin this morning. So there's a little bit of wind buffet on my helmet, but it seems to be sort of just at the top of my visor, so you don't really notice it too much. So although it's a fairly tall bike, it seems to be very light. It's 219 kilograms wet, and yet yeah, I think it's to do with the rake of the handlebars, and the width of the handlebars makes it feel very light to manoeuvre around very nicely. Boom. Oh, that I do miss a good quick shifter. Oh, they're slowing down and I'm going too fast. They're stopping. What a toy! Anyway, traction control's kicking in quite a bit. Oops, I am such a ham-fisted chap. I have a rambunctious wrist, you see, a rambunctious wrist. Muddy. See, look, it's all pretty muddy and horrible here. Oh, it's just effortless to ride there. It really is. Gravel too. Gravel! Gravel, Bigglesworth, gravel. There's not much dive. Hang on, let's no. It goes down, what, 3 inches or so in the front, and then gets hard. So there's it firms up nice and quickly. Right, here we go, country road. Whee! Oh, the heated grips are pretty powerful, aren't they? Yeah, look, the remote on the medium heated grips, it's too warm. Not on the low, I think. There we go. This is a quite bumpy road, and it's just absolutely effortless. Whee! I had a Tiger 900 XRT, T for toys. So I had all the toys. This has got all the toys. The only accessories are things like panniers and boxes and things like that. It comes with everything. Such a fucking hooligan, aren't I? Okay, that was, there's a lot more to this than my old Tiger. I think it's because it feels so much lighter, but it just went oomph there. I mean, I probably used, what, 3/4 throttle? And it just off it went. So even though there was a car coming in the distance, it didn't matter. There's ultimate confidence. There's shift assist. Now the shift assist is standard on the GT Pro and the Rally Pro, but doesn't look like it's even available on the GT, the box standard jobbing. The fact it's lovely on this doing 70-80 means that on the motorway you could easily just sit at 70 or 80 with a pillion, luggage, and just put cruise control on and off you go. Nice and high up. So the seating position is just bang, bang, bang through the gears. It's hilarious. It doesn't lift up much when you... It's very controlled, and I just seem to be... these bumps are just... They're there, but you can't... It's just so comfortable. Look at this. Whee! Oh, what a lovely motorbike. I mean, looking at what proper riders and proper off-road riders can do on this bike off-road, it's obviously bloody capable off-road as well, so you don't need me to tell you that. But if you are after my opinion of this motorbike, it's bloody good. Oh, that's the weird thing. Service intervals are back to 6,000 miles, not 10,000 miles, like the twins. It's a bit odd, I thought. Panniers-wise, it used to annoy me when you had the panniers on the back, because BMW, the right-hand pannier where the exhaust pipe is, they have a smaller pannier, so the panniers stick out the same width either side. Whereas with Triumph, the pannier rack goes outside the exhaust can, but the panniers are the same size, so you stick out more on the right-hand side. I think that is still the case for this, which is a bit pants, really. But you know, it is a design flaw, fault, thing, design. It's meant to do 60 miles to the gallon. Probably does. My old 900 did as well, and it was a bit heavier, so you'd expect it to do that. Here we go, 50 miles an hour, 3,000 revs, top gear. Yeah, it didn't get upset at all. Full throttle, it just pulled. Nice. Cruise control on my old Tiger 900 was very good, very accurate. If you started going up a hill, it would instantly change and keep the speed very nicely within 1 mile an hour at all times. So I can't imagine why this would be any different, if not better. It's got self-cancelling indicators. You can change that in the settings. They've all got that. That comes as standard on all types. Ooh, slippity slidey. What's this say? Please slow down, children and animals. I shall go slowly. I'll stand up. How's this? Ha ha! Oh yeah, baby. Now we're talking. Oh, look, there's like a thing. What do you call that? That's a water splash thing. So what's the best old thing to do this? Just to keep going and hope for the best, eh? Here we go. Yes! Yes, look at that. I went through a water splashy thing. This is quite fun. First gear's a little harsh. Let's go into second, shall we? There we go. Right. So it does tracks. See? Farm track. Really comfortable standing up like this. What a lovely day. Should we get on the rocky stuff? That's better. Boing. Oh, it likes rocks. It does like rocks. Oh, look, there's the big divot I just made. Yeah, probably shouldn't be going along here, so I'm not going to.
Right. There you go. Well, there's something for you to laugh at anyway. It's me being a pillock. But actually, when it did start to lose control, it was bloody easy to handle, even for a muppet like me. Quite frankly, I didn't want to end up having to pick it up. That's the problem. Not in these gloves. No, gosh no. Not in these splendid things that only come out for these sorts of things. Well, anyway, Bally Ho, time for the walk around.
Well, Bally Ho, here's my walk around of the Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Pro. Comes in 3 guises. You've got the Triumph Tiger 900 GT, the GT Pro, or the Rally Pro. Huzzah! Here we are. So this is the top of the range, top of the model, 14,400, I believe. 300 more than the GT Pro, but you get a couple more modes and a couple of extras, which we'll go through later. So here we are. We've got a 21-inch front wheel. The GTs have a 19-inch front wheel. All of them have a 17-inch rear wheel. So this is tubeless, lightweight, spoked wheels, and as you can see, the spokes are going to the outside of the hub, so the actual tyre can be tubeless, you see, so you don't lose any air through these spoke holes. So yeah, it's Michelin Battle Axe tyres on this one. So the lights, it's a bit Honda Twin having the narrow little lights at the front now instead of the old iconic Tiger big twin headlights, but still very neat and beautiful looking. It's got a beak and a mudguard. Works well. And obviously part of the mudguard itself covers the forks because they're upside down Showa forks, so you want to keep a lot of the crud off the fork. So there we are. That's how that keeps it nice and clean, or certainly tries to. This one's got fog lights, so it is a fog Tiger, and handguards. They've all got handguards as standard and heated grips as standard. And you've got 2 radiators. And correspondingly, you have 2 fans. 1 each side for each radiator. So you've got these little winglets here to help divert the air, but what happens is you just sort of lift it up, push it out to do that. Well, low down, the line is just right. However, when you lift the screen up to sort of my standard height, it needs a sort of bit of plastic here really for proper wind deflection, but the big Tiger, the 1200, has that. This one just doesn't, so maybe it's lighter. Yeah, cool. Wing mirrors, well, they're functional. I mean, they're nice quality. This is sort of a nice powder coating here. A nice bit of detail here, but ultimately they're bog standard. Mirrors, good size. Work nicely. Bodywork, you've got this lovely bit of spoiler here for airflow. And what's nice is, obviously, heat comes off that fan when the fan's going. You do feel it on your knees. But your knees do nestle here just behind this, so it also stops the wind on and cold air on your knees as well. So in the winter you get the warm air, but no cold air. Pretty cool. Summer, maybe not so good, but it's only 8 degrees today, so who knows. This colour scheme's pretty cool. Reminds me of Steve McQueen for some reason, from the 70s. And you got a little thing there that says, "For the ride." Yay. Oil dipstick. It's got some engine covers on here, which aren't bad. They look more cosmetic. And there's the oil eyesight glass there. Engine bars, they are an optional extra, I believe. Maybe not on the Rally Pro. Comes with a centre stand as standard for the Rally Pro. Not the GT, but the GT Pro as well does have a centre stand as standard. Pillion pegs, you can remove those if you're worried about them getting caught on things. But ultimately, it's a nice bracket for strapping more bits to, but you've got these subframe bars anyway. Quality of paint, amazing. The welds look pretty good too. Don't look like they're going to break anytime soon, but the subframe itself is actually quite a substantially long piece. But I suppose if you bend it, it can be taken off and replaced easily at a ridiculous expense. The exhaust, it's a triple engine. So you've got the 3 exhausts into one there, under that sump guard. Again, that looks pretty substantial too. And it's Brembo brakes front and back. LED indicators, which are excellently bright. Now this one's got heated seats. That's the switch for the rear heated seat, and there's a DC power outlet there. All versions come with 2 outlets. So there's this power outlet here, and then you've got a USB outlet on this one, but they've all got power outlets too. There's your Triumph Assist quick shifter, up and down, really cool. The side stand is nice and long but very easy to use, and where you kick it is from behind the peg, not between the peg and the gear selector, so you don't nudge the gear by accident when you're trying to do it. So it's a nice long easy side stand to do. Seats, they're a bit firm actually, and when you're trying to push the bike back while sitting on it, so your thighs cut into here, it is a bit firm, but yeah, very nice. And you need the sliding carriage here for the top box. I mean, there's some lovely little embellishers here. That's very nice there, isn't it? Yes, yes. So you get to see what the hazard lights are like. They're really, look how bright those are. I mean, this is in bright sunshine. That's very good. So the LED indicators are superb. This is the rear. That's what it looks like. That's just the rear light, not the brake light. Just the one headlight at the moment. And then that is full beam, which is incredible. Foggy fog lights too, so that's high beam with fog lights as well. So, switch gear, heated grips, auto headlights or dipped, front heated seat, fog lights, and then that's your flasher, high beam flasher and on or off. Cruise control, mode button, indicator, computer toggle switch, horn. Now these are lit. All of these switches are on this bike lit. On the GT, the switchgear isn't lit, but on the GT Pro and this, you do get illuminated switchgear. Hooray! This is the main kill switch, start switch, home button for the main menu settings, and the hazard lights, which we only just used, but again, shouldn't be a problem. Not a bad quality brake reservoir, but I might get a billet one. Yummy. The heated seat button is here, bottom left of the dial. Comes up, it's 2 modes for heated seats, hot, not so hot, off. Heated grips, 3 modes, hot, medium, low, and quite frankly low, behind the handguards, low was more than enough for that. You can also Bluetooth your phone to the system as well and use the Triumph app. Hooray! It does seem to redline at 9,500 revs. So I'm not really sure what the 9.5 to 12 are for, especially with a ride-by-wire, but there we go, who knows. Now for the mode, so this is funny, this is where I updated it, where it says, welcome rambunctious, couldn't resist, I really couldn't, I'm terribly sorry. If you press the home button, which is like the main menu, the big menu setting, oh, it's so cool. So we've got, let's start at the very beginning, display, brightness, 2 different themes, language, units, date and time, shift indicator, you can have that on or off, I think, let's have a look. Use oh, that's great, so you disable default, or use defined, so it tells you to shift at whatever revs you want to do, and you can change that to a maximum of 9,500 RPM, or you can ask it to change, give you a shift indicator at 8,000 RPM. So it's a little aid, just to remind you it's there. Okay, and then rider name, that's where I changed it. Next there's display, bike, journey, Bluetooth. So bike, riding aids, TPMS, coolant, warnings, service and settings. Bike settings, you can have riding modes. Let's go in there, rain default, road default, sport edited, off-road default, off-road pro default. You can go into each one of these and change it. So, sport, I can make it better. Woohoo! So you've got ABS, map and traction control, the only things you can change. Off-road, ABS, map and traction control, so it's throttle response, ABS and traction control. Off-road pro, same again. You can have Triumph shift assist on or off, I had it on, it's really cool. And you can have self-cancel or manual. Self-cancel, safer, just in case you forget. And then journey stuff, trip and fuel status. Cool. So that's your main menu. So that's the home button there. So I'll turn that off again, and then you go back to the dial. How cool is that? So cool. And then if you press mode, whilst you're here, you've got road, sport, off-road, and look, it tells you what you got. So off-road ABS, off-road map, off-road TCS for off-road, off-road pro, Again, same. Rider, so road ABS, road map, road TCS. Rain, road ABS, rain map, rain TCS. So you could have rain ABS, I suppose. And road, road, road. Cool. I think I had it in road. I wonder what sport does. It'll probably just be a snatchier throttle. Yeah, so it's the map. The map says sport. Both the other things are road. So it would be the... I'm not too bothered about the throttle response, to be fair. I'll keep it in road. But isn't that nice? I mean, that's it, I think. It's a really nice TFT display. All three versions of this have this. They just have slightly different modes. First of all, GT, 12,400. GT Pro, 14,100. Rally Pro, 14,500. So engine and chassis, GT and GT Pro are all the same. So, in fact, all three bikes are an 888cc engine. They all have wheels. No, sorry, jumped a bit. So they all have a 20-litre fuel tank. The GT and GT Pro have 19-inch front and 17-inch rear lightweight cast aluminium wheels. The Rally Pro has a 21-inch, 17-inch rear lightweight tubeless spoked wheels. The GT and GT Pro have Marzocchi front and rear suspension. The Rally Pro has Showa front and rear suspension. Instruments and electronics. So the GT has 4 riding modes: road, rain, sport and off-road. The GT Pro has 5, road, rain, sport, off-road and rider. And the Rally Pro has 6, road, rain, sport, rider, off-road and off-road pro. The Rally Pro just has off-road pro more than the GT Pro. As you can see, the GT doesn't have illuminated switches, but the other two do. And they all have 2 cockpit and underseat USB charge and mobile phone chargers, storage. And they've all got power sockets. Rider comfort. So all screens adjustable to 50mm. They all have handguards. They all have heated grips. The GT doesn't have heated rider and pillion seats, but you can have it as an accessory. The other two come with them. They all have cruise control, and only the GT doesn't have Triumph Shift Assist, and it doesn't say accessory, so it makes it sound like you can't have it, but I'm sure you could put it on yourself later. Protection and safety. You will get emergency declaration warning, marker lights, tyre pressure monitoring. It's standard on the GT Pro and Rally Pro, but not on the GT. You can get it. They've all got optimised cornering ABS. They've all got optimised cornering traction control. Centre stand, standard apart from on the GT. Engine protection bars, only standard on the Rally Pro, but it's an accessory on the GTs. Fuel tank protection bars, all accessory option. And the aluminium sump guard is only standard on the Rally Pro, but you can get it for the other two. Ultimately, the £1,400 difference between the GT and the GT Pro, you get a centre stand, tyre pressure monitoring system, heated seat, Triumph Assist, an extra rider mode, heated seats, the quick shifter and the centre stand, and the tyre pressure monitoring system. That probably is about right. Okay, so I'd probably get the GT Pro just for that. Yeah? Not sure I need the Rally Pro. So to wrap it up, personally, I don't think you need the Rally Pro. And the GT Pro is, in my opinion, worth 1,400 quid more than the GT, if you want, or if you like, heated seats, the quick shifter, customisable riding mode, tyre pressure monitoring system. Yeah. Or would I just buy a Thruxton? There's your preload adjustment. Anyway, there you go. That's the walk around. Time for the exhaust ejaculations. 1,500 RPM. Goes to 10,000 RPM. Cool. Doesn't sound happy doing that, to be fair. And just because I noticed this was quite cool, so as the revs climb in orange, they go red there. It's pretty cool. And the trouble is, with modern bikes these days, they're just also bloody good. Then it comes down to the toys you get for the price. 14 grand is a lot for a motorbike. For example, you could get a very... Oh, I just need that. That really hurt. Oh, for fuck's sake. Rambunctious, you prick. Right, so those grab handles, yeah, really solid. Really, really good craftsmanship. Really good. Actually, really easy to grab hold of, actually. Yeah, but they get in the way when you try and get your leg over. Bit like children. They are excellent cock blockers when you're trying to get on with the missus. Anyway, I digress.
Instant throttle response for overtaking on these sorts of roads is just effortless. I'm having a ridiculous amount of fun. That was probably quick. A bit of a chicane here. Whee! Hopefully nothing in the road. Can't really see because of the sun. Clear! And boom! Good thing I know this road though, because I know where I need to brake. This is perfect. I mean, this is a bumpy country road and wet in places. I go pretty quickly, and I can feel the smaller bumps. There's loads of feel and agility. Sidecar! How cool's that? Hello. But I'm leaning fairly aggressively. But this is a tall bike, you know it's going to be absolutely tickety-boo. And a blind corner, cyclists. And quick look, see wet bits, mud, and it's just taking everything in its stride, just full confidence, just give it some beans, yes. On a windy, bumpy, country road. Oh, there's no point putting this on a motorway and saying, well, this is what it's like on a motorway. Perfectly comfortable, quiet and lovely. This is the sort of shit that I think people will want to know that, I mean, this is, I do go this fast, but actually maybe not quite this fast on Merlin. It doesn't feel fast, then you look down and you think, ah, yeah, okay. I hope I don't hit a badger. Look at that, I mean that is, oh, yes. It's such a capable motorcycle. And if you just wanted one motorbike to do everything, yeah, I mean you could put this on a track. Not with knobblies maybe, but just everything you possibly want. Okay. The thing is, you can feel it lift up, but it's not really wheeling. I mean, above 5,000, just instant. I mean, I'm not being very particularly mechanically sympathetic, I think is the term. I don't know. I mean, it's not too tall. It's tall, not too tall. It's just when you go to that, I think above 6,000 RPM at full throttle, it just goes whee. It's as if it's having a lovely time. Oh wow! So get it 6,000 RPM, overtake from 60, bosh, full throttle. That's just silliness, silliness. It's not intimidating. Just a point, the steering lock, that's what you're expecting, that's what you get. Who's that rapscallion on a motorbike? Rapscallion is a word that needs to be used more. Oh yes. So in conclusion, yeah, if I had the money, I'd have one. I was thinking about getting something like a Tiger for commuting and stuff like this in an everyday, as a daily almost. They are very expensive, but you get an awful lot of toys for your money. My recommendation is, if you would like a Tiger 900, I can't find any faults with it, do it. Tally Bally Ho. Right, additional. I had said that I could not find a fault. Well, actually it's to do with the seat. I said it was quite hard, especially on the inner thighs at the front. Now, it's when you stand. So say you're at the lights and you're just trying to stretch a bit, and you stand. The width of the seat at the front is quite wide, so it does dig into your inner thighs in an uncomfortable way. It's not comfortable at all. Whereas you can sit flat-footed on a lower bike as long as your heart's content. So that's probably the only thing, but then that's just because it's a tall bike. But I think the seat could be softer. Additional. Just to say thank you ever so much to Pure Triumph for letting me borrow this bike. I had a choice of a few, and I'd never ridden this before, and they let me borrow this for 2 days whilst my bike was getting serviced. They ordered the wrong tyre. But anyway, whilst my bike was getting serviced. And they're excellent, so please do visit Pure Triumph in Wellingborough for all of your triumphal needs. I suppose is the yes, triumphant for all of your triumphant needs. Huzzah! I think above 6,000 RPM at full throttle it just goes whee! It's as if it's having a lovely time. Who's that rapscallion on a motorbike? Rapscallion is a word that needs to be used more. Oh yes.
So those grab handles, yeah, really solid. Really good craftsmanship. Really good. Actually, really easy to grab hold of, actually. Yeah, but they get in the way when you try and get your leg over. Bit like children. They are excellent cock blockers when you're trying to get it on with the missus. Anyway, I digress.